how to ask great questions, like how to prepare for your interviews, right? Like if you're interviewing 7, 8, 9, and even 10 figure entrepreneurs by using ChatGPT, like here is how I do it. And before like I get started, like if you were like wondering who am I, like I'm Akshay Rashikaran, coming from Bangalore, the Silicon Valley of India, computer science engineer, tech enthusiast who has interviewed entrepreneurs worth $8.5 billion, including tech entrepreneurs like Naveen Jain, top 10 digital marketers like Neil Patel and Anik Singhal, and a lot more. Let's get started without any further delay. The number one thing is like if you are asking questions in ChatGPT, the first thing is you should be like asking great questions. Like you should be curious, you should be precise. Only then it can give you like perfect, really good answers. You have to clearly articulate what exactly like you are looking for from the ChatGPT so that it can give you the best possible answer. And like world high level view, right? Like what do you exactly want from that, right? Like from AI, artificial intelligence. Only when you tell, it's like you must have read in your school, right? Computer is a dumb machine. Only when you tell what to do, it can do it, right? As we humans, we can process millions of things, thousands of things within a second, whereas computers can only understand ones and zeros, right? Like binary. Only when you articulate it properly, it can give you like very good answer. And that's why, that's the first thing. Ask the right questions. Second is specific criteria. Make it understand who exactly you are, what problems do you face, and what do you want help with. Set the context first very clearly. Educate. In my case, like example, I'm interviewing entrepreneurs like 7, 8, 9 figure entrepreneurs. Like right now, I'm going to interview like a Inc. magazine, Inc. 5000, the fastest growing companies in like United States, right? And difference between amateur asking questions, expert asking questions, and players, like the top 1% players, how they ask the questions, I'll be showing you with the live demo. And what are we hoping to get is like by understanding the current, the thesis is like, let's understand. Right now, I'm going to interview this week an Inc. 5000 featured entrepreneur, right? For those of you don't know who, what is like Inc. Inc. entrepreneur, like I will just put this question in like ChatGPT. Let's see what ChatGPT has to tell, right? Who is considered as an Inc. entrepreneur? That's the question which I'm going to ask it. And then we will understand what's the right method to ask questions. Just posted it. It's like loading. Yeah, I will put again in a new tab. See, and here we go. Who is basically an Inc. entrepreneur. Inc. entrepreneur list is annual ranking of fastest growing private held companies in United States, publishing business to be considered in the list. Like basically somebody who has achieved like a tremendous growth, right? And those are the people with their innovation, strategical thinking, hard work, and a bit of luck, right? And that is what those are basically the Inc. entrepreneurs. Now, I will tell you, basically, I told you, right? Like there are like three kinds of people. Amateurs asking questions. Amateurs are the people who don't use like the right head, like the right part of the brain, like the reticular activation system, and ask the right question to the right person. They just ask random questions to random people. Second type is like experts, right? Who know, like they have in-depth subject master experts, like who know about that subject. Now they ask like questions like ChatGPT, like tell me 20 questions what I can use to interview Inc. entrepreneur, right? This is what like the second category of people basically ask. Now in this case, like if you see how it's going to answer, let's check in. um Over here, like it will give you the answers which is like going to be like more like generic format. Generic means a lot of people also ask those kind of questions. It is not something like out of a blue, like which comes and gives you like a very good answer, because a lot of people also use like generic questions, as more people are going to use in the 2023. Like the it's going to give like almost like the same type of answers. And now how can we avoid that, like being like, instead of like amateur or like expert, like how to be like in the top 1%, asking like really great questions, basically, so that like your guest is also um, blown away by your questions, like people in your community also love that, and you also get your solutions. See, this is the amateurs, right? Can you tell me about your history of funding, what sets your company apart from your competitor, primary source of income, what do you state for the trends and changes, how do you maintain a strong company culture, continue to grow, how do you describe your managing style, measure success of your company, how to manage risk within your company, right? The questions is not so good, right? I can give like 5 out of 10, right, for these questions. But now I'll tell you the way how you have to articulate if you want to be in the top 1% players. That's how, like if you want to be like the RKC, the real knowledge growth consultants, like the top 1% consultants in the world, and how you should basically ask the question, right? And this is the second prompt. Like what you can do is like over here, like, hello ChatGPT, I like you to help you to break down the key questions I want to ask to a 8-figure entrepreneur who is featured on Inc. during a podcast interview for 1 hour. I'm clearly telling for who it is, how long it is going to be, and specific questions, context. I am feeling stuck in my business. I'm struggling building routines that um, sticking to the long term. I feel I am talented enough, having the visionary mindset, but reaching my first 10 million is challenging and daunting for me. I feel like my life is constant chaos, even after working 8 to 10 hours, still not able to make $100,000 a month. I have a big goal to help a lot of people, but I have no idea how to create an enterprise level value and money, let alone how to do it, and what should I be focusing on next. The intention, I'm setting out the context, what exactly is the problem which I'm facing, and the intention, I'm ready to do whatever it takes. I want to reach the goal now, want to reach the goal faster, right? I'm telling I want to reach the goal, and the second I want to reach faster. Instruction, please present all the questions to the interview podcast in the table below, right? Use the following: tone, emotion, voice, style, moonshot thinking, mentoring, compassionate, empathetic, bold thinking, resonating, and hyper fast growth, right? I don't want like linear growth. I want like exponential growth. That's what I and like real knowledge growth consultants want, right? If yes, just tell me yes in the comments. And this is how I want it. Like introduction, like interviews will be broken down into 4 parts, like the introduction part, then the mindset questions, the strategy and the framework, and then the rapid round, and then the call to action. Now, when I pasted this question, and let's understand how does like ChatGPT give the answer. Now, boom, I've just pasted this question, and let's see the answer, what it has given. Sure, here are the key questions like to interview 8-figure Inc. entrepreneur. Introduction question, the story. Can you tell me about the entrepreneurship journey, how you got started? What is the biggest challenges you faced? How did you overcome the challenges? Amazing questions. Mindset questions. How do you stay motivated, focused on your goal even during challenging times, right? I can add something like pandemic times or recession times right now. How do you maintain a positive mindset, overwhelm, self-doubt, fear of failure when you get started? I can add little more words to it. Absolutely amazing question. How to balance right risk-taking, calculating, decision-making in your business. And then see, the beauty part is of these columns, I can understand instead, like over here, when I asked the questions, it gave me all the questions at a fluke, right? I don't know in what order which I have to basically ask and articulate at the what time, starting what, in between what, in ending what. But over here it breaks down in column wise. Mindset, these are the questions. Strategies, now okay, after mindset, now we just started. Now from this part of the brain to this part, if I have to go, because suddenly I can't ask what is the strategy, right? How did you build the first question? I have to first go from here, then from here, then we can go like a snowball effect. Like mindset, what are the questions? If you see all are like great. Strategies tailored to your situation, what advice would you give if you're feeling stuck in your business, struggling to build long-term routines? How did you approach scaling your business, reaching to 8 figures? Frameworks tailored to your situation, right? For your ambitious goals track. And rapid round in the end, like rapid round, like 1 minute questions. What is the biggest thing? What is the one piece of advice you have ever received? What is the top three? I can make this question a little more better. What's the top three books which you want to recommend? What is that one habit which changed your life completely? And then call to action, identify, prioritize top three goals. And it's like it has given me almost everything, right? Now it's like in those days people used to tell, like, if you want to become really good interviewer, like you should actually get like if you want to become a great entrepreneur, like either you have to sit with Sam Walton, right, Andrew Carnegie, or like some great person like Birbal. Like if you would have read the stories like Akbar and Birbal, right? Akbar is a great king, but Birbal is like a super smart genius, right? Similarly, now today you have with the chat GPT, like with Hanuman, like in the Ramayana also, like story, like how Hanuman was a very loyal person to Lord Ram, and he used to help with whatever questions he had, right? Similarly, ChatGPT can help you out to articulate whatever it is going to help you, like do heavy lifting, 80% heavy lifting. All you have to do is then once you got the questions, then you can just copy all the questions into the docs, and then you can actually see you can actually split test like what questions, how you can ask in a much better way, right? And this is how like you can basically do it, and like you can create like an incredible value. Now in that same question itself, what I did for the prompt 3 is I added like little more words, and let's understand what answer it is going to give, where I added like where I told like ChatGPT that I want to create a win-win-win situation, right? And I want to make sure that like the people get incredible value. Now I'll just put this question. Also make sure that like you use Grammarly, okay? Even if you make like thousands of mistakes, spelling mistakes, like how I'm doing, like ChatGPT will not do any mistakes. It'll articulate, it'll give you in the right way, right? Now again, I'm going to put the question like little bit better version, and let's see what answer it is going to give. Oh my God, again, there is a problem because there is a lot of load, right? So many people around the world is using. I'm going to refresh and put the prompt again. Here you go. Relate your situation. And the beauty part is it's also telling which tune, emotion, voice style. Is it moonshot thinking? What I learned from Naveen Jain, right? Mentoring, compassionate, empathetic, right? The quality is what I learned from my mentors. Like Sam Owens, if you see, is very empathetic, right? Compassionate, like Rahul Bhatnagar, my previous mentor, like Anik Singhal, like had seen that hyper fast growth. Like these are the qualities which I had put out, right? And it gives like really good questions. And also what I can do is it has just posted like this thing, right? What I can tell is I can give an instruction telling that give me at least five answers under each question, right? In that way, it is going to give me, uh, please use the following column and answer 5 things below each one of them. Right now, again, I have articulated the question a little more better. See, that's how it's all like you have to play like 80 to 90% heavy lifting it is going to do. You just have to reframe the sentences here and there. I'm showing you exactly how I do it so that you understand the exact thought process, how I'm asking, what question I'm asking, where I'm asking, right? So that you can clearly see that and implement that and take action. And this is how you can use it to almost interview anyone in the whole world, right? All you have to do is just come here, put the right question, use the template, right? And just write it down exactly whom you are going to interview. And it is going to literally help you out like with crazy. Like you have to, all you have to do is come here and I will just write the template here. so that it becomes easier for you. Right, all you have to do is come here and change this thing. Hello ChatGPT, break down the questions I want to ask dash entrepreneur, like 7-figure entrepreneur, eight, whatever your domain is, and duration, whether it is 30 minutes or like 1 hour, 1.5 hour, and like your context, put out your context. Okay, my goal was different, 10 million. If your goal is to make 1 million, if your goal is to make 1 billion, whatever you want, you can just add it. And if you're working like 7 hours, like you just articulate the things properly so that it will give you like a perfect answer, right? Whatever it is, as like um, real knowledge growth consultants have at least a goal of at least $10,000 a month, right? You can write down that goal. That's what basically all of our clients have. And yes, you can just put out over here, like if you are more like uh, poet, like if you are like more into entrepreneurship coaching consulting, you can just use the common keywords which you want the ChatGPT to basically answer. And yeah, that's how it is going to give you, right? And yes, if you see here, now it has given the answer for that, right? The entrepreneur question probably answer. See, the answer also it is telling, right? Can you share me the entrepreneurship journey? The entrepreneur share their journey, lessons, possible answer. It's also telling how they may answer, right? It's so amazing, right? This is how like you can do it. You can use this templates, and like you can create a great enterprise level value in the hyper competitive world, right? And if you're not adopting to the new things, like you will be left behind. Start using the things, technologies in the right place, and that's how like you will be able to do incredible things. And thank you so much for watching. And if you found it valuable, do share it with your friend, right? Like the goodwill, like the more, if we have to impact, do share it, do tag it, do like, comment, let me know what was your biggest takeaway. And also join our free community, the link in the description, Real Knowledge Club group, like high ticket for coaches, consultants. And if you found it valuable, and if you think we can help you out with the interviews and stuff, come to our website, Real Knowledge Club /brand, and like what's the free training and book a call with us. Thank you so much for watching. Akshay Rashekaran signing off. Have a great day. Bye bye.